of sand. But here we are for the social race in at the Circuit of the Americas. The Williams leading from the Audi. The lights go out and we are go, go, go. Nice gets an amazing start, immediately moving to the middle of the track to try and block the Audi. Himi is going to try and go around the outside. There's already lots of damage spewing out in the arena. What am I talking about? But now it's a Williams 1-2 as Menzo has fallen out to P10. What on earth has happened? It seems that contact may have been from him actually. His front wing seems to look fine, but he's going to have a lot of work to do to get back in front, as Nice has now built a sizable gap to the pack behind. Pablo is trying to make a move on Gordon at too wide on the straight. Pablo's is going to be given the slipstream, moving to the inside. He's going to back off, charge the battery. Behind that, will we be seeing any moves here? We have the Audis. Where are they? Everyone's ghosted for some reason, and when I noticed everyone at the start merely got ghosted. I'm not sure why that is. It might be a little bug. As we have yellow flags. Not going to go for it as Himi has given it a little spin. It seems like he used too much battery throughout the corner. Of course, when you give it too much power for the grip. Already 4 seconds away, and who's that? That's Himi, who spun it around. He's looking the wrong way. He's going to be dropping so many positions. P10 now for Himi. Rio, Arrow will all be able to get past now, side to side with the Ferrari. As Arrow will manage to get past nice and easily. Himi looking for the repass around the outside. Arrow trying to stick it down the inside. Can he make it work? Well, why am I looking at the McLaren? Oh, that's contact between the Mercedes. Himi loses out to Rio, Harris and Arrow now. He's going to be stuck behind them for the next lap. Now we're taking Rio, who has a 3-second penalty. It's not very easy. Oh, that's a touch. Just barely touched the rear of the Mercedes and immediately just completely lost the car there. Fortunately, as the McLaren of TJ and Ollie in the Cadillac goes side to side, Ollie picks up the place. The McLaren TJ gonna try get him back on the straight with the battery power. Just a little bit behind him. He's gonna try send it around the outside. Can he do it? Just barely hangs in there. Ollie keeps the position, and now the Asimano Blue Killer is trying to look down the inside. Loses the traction there a little bit. He's going to make the switch back. Can it work? The McLaren now goes for the switch back. TJ now makes it in front. The Racing Bulls of Creamy has spun it a little bit there, and he's ghosted. Blue Killer side to side with TJ, trying to gain the position. They're fighting like madmen. We're on board. F1 Mallard gets 3 seconds. Gordon tries to make the move down the inside. Seb goes wide, allows Gordon to squeeze on through. As down the inside goes Seb, the GOAT, as does the McLaren of TJ. Little bit of a spin there with 2x2 as Gordon getting stuck off the track. Seb just not giving the space deserved. Kane Robo now with a 3-second penalty. We're going 2x2 into the street. Oh, squeezing just a bit wide. Lot of contact there. Gordon's going to try hang it through the inside. Not going to give the room up, but that's allowed Ollie to now go around the inside. Oh, that's huge contact. Now both of them has lost out to TJ and Ollie. TJ around the outside of the Cadillac moves up into P3 as they are really finding each other out there, getting really touchy. Gordon goes for the switchback, takes the inside line, gonna defend it now. Seb the GOAT does manage to get around. Oh, he spun. They spun him. He's now looking the wrong way and he immediately leaves the session. I believe Seb had cut the corner there in order to try get in front of him. As that's Steven trying to make a move, not quite getting it done. That's definitely going to be a warning for him. He already has a penalty, so with Himi Diaz currently on the charge to try get P5. He's going to look down the inside door. He gets another 3 second. Nice and easy. Gets the move done really nicely. Rio Harris, however, goes for the switchback and is already ahead of him. But who's going to have more battery power? It does seem like Rio does. Himi Diaz trying to go for the inside line as he does. Breaks slight lockup. And does manage to get ahead. What a very nice move, Himi. Oh, I thought he could have gone the switch back there. It does seem like Rio Harris is trying to get side by side with him. He is. They are side by side. This is going to be beautiful if Rio can get him. He does manage to. Did he go off the track though? That's a great question. I'm not entirely sure, but now Gordon's in the mix, who gets ahead of Rio. So Rio Harris tries to get him back with the battery. That's a slight nudge there from the Red Bull to the Mercedes. There's now Himi up into P5. Rio winning the race by 23 seconds. Neats V2 wins the social race at the Circuit of the Americas. Second place will go to Pablo's when he eventually gets that by 23 seconds. With a 6 second penalty, we see him now in Sector 3. Coming out of the final corner, he'll take the checker flag for P2. In P3 is going to be TJ. A mighty race from him, taking the final podium position. Ollie with an absolutely amazing undercut takes P4, but we still have more position to go. Himi Diaz and Steven still fighting for P5. Himi will take the flag in P5, but loses out to Blue Killer. He will take P5 instead. Himi in P6, Steven P7, Michael Lewis P8, Bakri P9, Gordon P10.